Hello and welcome back to Nerd Doc. In this video, we'll be reviewing Sony's upcoming release, Ghostbusters Afterlife. This will be a spoiler-free review, so if you have not seen the movie yet, you're safe here. However, if you are looking for spoilers, you can check in the description below for those videos. Let's start by taking a look at the vitals. Ghostbusters Afterlife is written and directed by Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the first two Ghostbusters movies and serves as a producer on Afterlife. Afterlife is a direct sequel of the first two Ghostbusters films, completely ignoring the 2016 film Ghostbusters Answer the Call.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time.
It's just over 2 hours long, and you'll want to stay for all of it because there are two credit scenes, one coming at the very end. The basic story of Afterlife picks up nearly 40 years after the events of Ghostbusters. There hasn't been a ghost sighting in over 30 years, and people have forgotten ghosts exist. Egon Spengler's daughter, Callie, is flat broke and forced to move to the fictional small town of Summerville, Oklahoma with her two kids, Trevor and Phoebe. Summerville is where Egon moved many years ago, and after his untimely passing, left his daughter an old farmhouse. Of course, it doesn't take long for things to go sideways, and the ghost-busting action begins. Ghostbusters Afterlife is everything you want out of a Ghostbusters film, aside from maybe the limited jump scares of the first Ghostbusters. It's about as direct a sequel as you can get to the original movie, with numerous references to the New York-based events of the first Ghostbusters. While you can argue there are passing general mentions of Ghostbusters 2, Afterlife kind of ignores the sequel without completely removing it from canon. All of the new characters work well within the plot, aside from Carrie Coon as Egon's daughter Callie. She isn't always as motherly as she could be, but it's not enough of a distraction to take away from the film as a whole, especially with McKenna Grace really channeling her inner Egon Spengler as his granddaughter Phoebe. Paul Rudd plays Phoebe's teacher, Mr. Gruberson, and is as charming as ever as he and Phoebe have their nerdy interactions. Finn Wolfhard of Stranger Things fame plays Phoebe's brother Trevor, with Celeste O'Connor playing his crush Lucky. Neither of them really add anything of substance to the film, but they serve the purpose of moving the plot along. Given Wolfhard's acting chops in films like The Goldfinch, this is a little bit of a waste, but it keeps the story simple. That is one thing Afterlife really excels at. The story is straightforward, uncomplicated, and the pacing is relatively quick once the family is settled in Oklahoma. Going into Ghostbusters Afterlife, the assumption was that this would be another reboot sequel where it's basically the first movie with new characters. This is what happened with Jurassic World being very similar to Jurassic Park, and Star Wars The Force Awakens mimicking A New Hope. That's not always a bad thing, but luckily this is not the case with the new Ghostbusters, as Afterlife truly feels like the third Ghostbusters movie, with just a little bit more time between the second and third films. It doesn't retread old ground to tell the story. Everything is unique and feels fresh, while still maintaining the feel of the original film. Afterlife expands the Ghostbusters universe, bringing in a new generation of fans, while still honoring what came before it and catering to the existing fan base. The science is a little off, but when you're dealing with a franchise based on backpack-sized particle accelerators, the science doesn't need to be exact. We here at Nerd Doc give Ghostbusters Afterlife a thoroughly entertaining 4 out of 5 proton packs. Hopefully Afterlife kicks off a new franchise, and we'll see at least some of these characters return in a future Ghostbusters film. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves ghostbusting.